Hi, this is Apocrypha from APOC Industries, and welcome to day 55 of Nightfall. So, over the last couple of days, we have torn down our entire bootstrap base, and it is currently sitting in a bunch of storage chests. And now we are going to reconstruct it. We're also going to eventually hook up these to somewhere else, probably our smelter, but in the meantime, I do kind of have a plan for how I'd like to lay things out, so we're going to do our best to implement that plan. But the first thing that we're going to do is remove all these roboports so that things don't start building before we're ready. That'd be the greatest tragedy. To have our hard-working robots work too hard. So we're just going to toss all this junk in here. There. We're also going to grab some more paths, just in case. And get rid of the smelter's book. And here we go. Okay, so first thing that we need to do is get rid of some of this. We're also going to be moving these supply lines somewhere else. I haven't decided where yet. Quite possibly just out on the other side here. But for the time being, we're just going to leave that as is. So we need to have 4 inputs. Let's just count them out. We're also probably going to need more stackers. And make sure we're not selecting on our bots. Alright. So we have lubricant, red circuits, green circuits, steel, copper, and iron. And that's what we're going to have on here for the time being. And we're going to remove these tiles. All right. And as per usual, we'll put our end cap on here as well. Rid of some of these trees. Our plan is to essentially let all of this be constructed by robots. We don't want to have to build any of this if we can avoid it. Okay, and we are basically going to have a belt coming out from like here. We have, this will probably be iron first, so we'll have 2 belts of iron coming out. And then a belt of copper. Oh, we have a belt of copper and steel. So, okay, let's do this in the order that I have it here. 2 belts of iron, 1 belt of green circuits, 1 belt of copper and steel. And then a half a belt of red circuits. So this is what our our bus is going to look like coming out of here. We also have some lubricant that's going to come out of this last station, but we can just, you know, pump it wherever it needs to go. So with that in mind, I'm just going to hook up the, as per usual, the PAX line first. I mean, it's not like we're going to be going anywhere in the meantime, but all of our rails are mostly in our train, so we can just go grab those. Actually, may do this. Because like I said, I want to let the bots build all this that it can, all this that they can. So we'll see if we can let the bots build some of this stuff. Need a lot more chests. Well, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so let's get... I didn't even pick up the things that I meant to pick up. Whoops. Alright. So now at the very least we can get our PAX train going out and coming back in. There we go. Okay, so we are going to have this manufacturing book. The first thing that we have is our electronics mall. Is that right? I think the key thing was that the belt mall was kind of up out of the way. It's going to take some finagling. What's this? Iron, red circuits, and green circuits. I want to make sure we give lots of room because we might have to do some funky things with our belt here. With our bus, I mean. Obviously, we're going to be doing lots of funny things with belts. Because the plan is for this bus to loop around behind everything. I have a screenshot of something that I laid out that I'm using kind of as a reference, but I'm not 100% sure if I like it or not. Well, let's start with the assembly mall. Just kind of where I'd originally planned it. This does not use copper or steel. So it might be that I take the copper and steel out over here instead. Like so. Because then I have access to the red circuits a little bit earlier, and we can do something like this. And then we have the electronics mall here. All the way around though. Although I have to backtrack the steel and copper a long way for this. Isn't a big deal. And then we're starting to look at might be a little tight over here. I'd like to have a path of some sort inside. And continuing around, we'll have our rail and engines around here. Our inserters around here. And our belts. Now we might even be able to do something like this. I had it like this. How does it feel down here though? Does that feel better? Not sure. Let's give it a shot. We'll take this out and we can slide this over a little bit. Oops, you're set to the wrong thing. And that was the inserter mall, which could go here. Also, we don't want to have the tier 3 mall. We're going to start with just the tier 1 here. Whoops. Kind of like that. Then this is our electronics. This is our assemblers. We have our inserters, belts, and then it's just the rail mall, which we can put here. And then if we need more stuff, we should have lots of room to work with, actually. So it's a little more cramped than what I had in my original design, but I think it's actually going to work out pretty well. And I think I am pretty happy with that, actually. Yeah. So now let's get our bots hooked up and see if we can get them building. I'm going to put in the large power poles, and then we'll kind of stick our roboports around around where we can to kind of get coverage on all this. These are all powered already, which is fantastic. Let's go grab our roboports. haven't worked a whole lot with roboports and stuff before, so bear with me while I give at least some consideration to where they'll be best placed. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, ultimately, all that we want right now is for them to be able to access everything that needs to be built. Ultimately, all that we're looking for right now. They have power and that they can build. I still have 10 more. Oh, we definitely want to have them able to connect to the logistics over here, because they currently don't. All right. Okay. And we can probably get away with doing something similar here. Probably where a lot of robots are going to be spending their time charging. Do we have full coverage down here? We don't either, do we? So let's slap one down here as well, just so that we can get full coverage to build down here. There. Okay. So we have our roboports placed. Okay. Now, theoretically, when we put our robots in these roboports, they will get to work. Let's see how they do. Oh boy. There they go. And I see that they are already starting to supply me, which is lovely. Let them go. That's pretty cool. We're also going to have to give some thought to, well, we should probably just lay these out now. Let's see, we've got, I would say this will eventually be a supply line, but we might just have to deal with that separately. Okay, so we're going to have, we decided, these these two are going to be copper and steel. So they're going to be unload left, or unload right rather. Unload right. But they are only going to be half a belt each, so we are not super worried about that. That. Okay. This is going to be steel. This one's going to be copper. Okay. This one here, so we have our steel, we have copper, we're going to need iron. Iron is going to be in this first station here. That's just going to be a full station. So we're going to have 4,000 and 4,000. This next one is going to be, I think we decided that this is going to be red circuits. Come on, robots, do your job. You can give me some stuff. They are not the quickest of robots at the moment. That is for sure. But they do their job. So we were going to make this like this, maybe. Actually, be the best way to get these switched around. It probably really isn't the best one. Are they done building that already? Oh wow. Even with slow bots, they do their job, don't they? Wow. A bunch of stuff is missing though. Well, that's a bunch of stuff that we can help with. Oh, these guys didn't actually end up in the logistics network. That sucks. Yeah. How many iron chests we missing? A bunch. Alright, while my bots are doing that, we were thinking about how to do our red circuits. Honestly, I don't know. I think there's going to be a clean way to do this. We should just give it some extra room. Oh, unless we join it... Oh, there we go. We can not be silly about this and just join it over here. Yeah, there we go. That's better. And we're also going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trains. So might as well make all these and hopefully get some more stuff. Although we don't have enough engines, which is going to be unfortunate. Where do we build our engines? We up here with the rails and stuff. We just get this kicked off with some stuff. Alright, and before we finish off for today, want to finish making these stations. So we've got our iron, we've got our copper and steel. We need our red circuits and green circuits. Red circuits and green circuits. And these are both going to be highly limited. So I probably don't even need like most of this stuff. This is going to be green circuits, and it's going to be red circuits. Red circuits are going to come out in packs of 200, and they are going to be on the single side of a belt. Like so. Green circuits are coming out in packs of 800. They come out on both sides of the belt. Are we missing more chests? We are. Oh look, we can do that. Limit these chests a lot. You have a logistics range? We are. That's okay. And you guys are going to be limited a lot as well. And then when we come back tomorrow, we will get all of our trains hooked up, all the buses hooked up, and all that good stuff. Oh, that reminds me, we should go check on our engines. Did we get some? We do have some. We still need many more trains, though. Alright. That went a lot smoother with bots than it would have without, let me tell you. Thank you for joining me for day 55 of Nightfall, and I look forward to catching you tomorrow. See ya.